Welcome back to Logan Random Aquascaping. My name is Logan, and today I've got a tutorial for you guys on how to encourage tighter, more bushy, compact growth in your aquarium plants. And spoiler, the tip involves hacking them down. So today I'm going to be using Hygrophila pinnitifida as our test subject / example species, but really these techniques are going to apply to most aquarium plants other than your really slow growers like Anubias, Bucephalandra, certain crypt species. You don't want to be hacking those down all the time. But a lot of the aquarium plants we keep essentially grow like a weed, so you can be really brutal. This is where aggressive trimming is going to come in handy, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do that. So I'm going in with my wave scissors, and here's where beginners will be very hesitant. You can essentially hack this plant down to nothing. So Hygrophila pinnitifida, it can take a little while to get established and comfortable in your aquarium, but once it's established, it essentially grows like a weed, and it spreads out with these sort of runners that can latch onto almost anything, all the way from wood and stone to the back of your aquarium. So what I'm doing is kind of hacking away anything that I don't like from a design perspective, because I kind of want to keep it isolated to the wood in its own little section. So I'm not necessarily looking for individual leaves. I'm just kind of indiscriminately trimming with my scissors. And you don't really have to leave much at all. As long as there's a little bit of tissue, this plant is gonna bounce back. And that goes for your stem plants, that goes for carpeting plants. You wanna leave just enough to not uproot things and leave just enough where there's still chlorophyll left for the plant to photosynthesize and create new tissue. However, you can really bring things down to nothing. Even if you hack a leaf in half, that leaf is never gonna repair, but it's not the end of the world. You can go back through later, trim it off, and kind of clean things up. So you can see after I'm done, things are looking really, really bare now, and you could even take it further than this if you want. So now I'm gonna show you kind of how things develop over the period of time to give you that kind of confidence and trust that this is the right thing to do. 1 week later, you can see that the tank still looks relatively barren, but there's already new growth. And the light on this tank isn't even that strong. So under mild lighting, you'll see that Hygrophila pinnitifida, it bounces back quite nicely. I'm doing a little bit more selective pruning. I'm looking at ugly leaves, any leaves that have little holes or nutrient deficiencies, I'm trimming those off as well. And that's all gonna add up to a healthier plant, because it's hypothesized that with damaged leaves, your plant is spending resources maintaining that, and they're not working as well for the plant. So it's gonna be advantageous for you to just remove those so the plant can focus on its healthy, strong leaves. And now we'll fast forward to week 4, 3 weeks after trimming the tank, and you can see things have bounced back really, really nicely. Each individual leaf is looking healthier. The nutrient deprived leaves I was seeing before with the tiny little pinholes, those are much far and fewer between, and it's occupying a really appropriate amount of space. So at this point, depending on what you're looking for, you can go through again and repeat that process, and it'll come back even more compact, more bushy. You can even cut little sections, glue it to new pieces of the wood if you have bare spots. That's the beauty of Hygrophila pinnitifida. You can kind of treat it like your paint on a canvas where you're trying to create a landscape that's really beautiful. This can be applied to all sorts of different plants, as I said earlier, within this beautiful aquarium hobby. So my challenge for you, get into your tank, get your sleeves wet, hack down your plants, and see what type of results you get. Be patient, make sure the tank is well balanced before you do this, and enjoy yourself. And don't be afraid to make mistakes, because when I first got into this hobby, I must admit I was a little bit hesitant to trim things, but once I did and got myself comfortable with it, it really unlocked a lot of possibilities, and you get very familiar with the growth patterns of aquarium plants. If you like my content, it means a lot if you'd like the video, subscribe to the channel, and even leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys and gals next time.